All right, moving along. We got what's this? Sentenced to be a Hero, season 1, episode 7. Fiend Day Off at Port City, and then episode 8, Undercover Investigation in District of Sodric 1. Um, what did you guys think about these last 2 episodes of Sentenced to be a Hero? You can go. You can go first, Fry.
I like these last 2. We like not a huge amount happens. Like there are some little fights and stuff. We do get to see a new hero. What was his name? Nelly, or maybe that's the name of the dragon. I think. Yeah, that's the dragon. I don't remember the other guy's name, but we get to see a dude and his dragon companion, and that apparently they're the ones who were sentenced, or well, he was sentenced to be the hero. Apparently, the dragon comes along with that. But they're very super cool. Especially when we get to see them actually come into battle. You know, he like the dragon shoots off the fire, and then he's throwing a spear to fucking. It was right through a dude's head, I think it was. I can't remember for sure, but it was something like that.
Jesus,
that was a really cool moment. Also, we get our first demon lord, potentially demon lord, who is fully coherent. This demon lord has a human form and is speaking and at one point we see him reading poems, the same poems that our main character reads. So that was
about fucking time.
Neat. Yeah, we get instead of just a big monster thing that they have to fight, we get a little bit more, I don't know, something that's a little bit more nuanced, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So it feels a little bit more they're having to they're baiting out these enemies of the goddess and stuff. That's why they go, out into the shopping district. They're wanting people to attack her so that they can draw out their enemies and all that kind of stuff. That's neat. It's cool to see that happen. And then of course in episode 8 we have it where they're trying to do an undercover investigation, which I don't know if you guys picked this up when you were watching the episode, but before they even got to the building, they already knew who they were.
Yeah.
It was okay, well, this was doomed to fail from the beginning, but apparently that wasn't a problem for them, because they start fighting and all that kind of shit. But there was some good funny moments. We find out our main character is engaged to some lady who seems kind of mean, and then which seems to piss off the night chick. And then of course we have a couple good funny moments. I do really like the part where when they're going out into the shopping district or wherever it is, the night lady, dresses up in more civilian-like clothes. The main character is good job dressing like a man.
Yeah.
You can tell, but he doesn't say that at first, and you can tell that the night woman takes it as a compliment, but then he finishes his sentence with dressing as a man. Nobody would be prepared for that. And it's you can see her face. She's the audacity of this motherfucker. It's a good little moment. It's humorous. Personally, I know Jay's, you talk about how the explosive daggers get kind of boring and stuff. I know Dab does too, but and he does that a couple times, but we get to see it a little bit more. Apparently he can choose when they blow up, because he puts one into the wall at one point and waits for the guy to go. I just thought it was neat. It is don't get me wrong, I'm getting a little tired of seeing him just throw out daggers and then go boom. But at least, they're using it in a little bit more clever way. It makes it feel a little bit more than just, he throw dagger, go boom. Like he can set traps and stuff like that. It's a little bit neater. But
Tried.
I don't know. Like I said, I thought they were kind of cool. I liked both episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad bit of episodes, man. Couldn't tell you which one I like more than the other. I will say I did like that from was it episode 8 or 7? So episode 7, after Xylo's petting or praising, I can't remember the goddess's name. She turned around, she was like, "I'm gonna praise you too, Xylo," and started petting him.
Yeah.
That was a cute moment. I did like that. I like where the story's going. I will say, to me, I feel like it's a pacing kind of thing. I feel like in a way, like it could be done better. I kind of feel like we're getting thrown a whole bunch of stuff without, like, I don't even know how to describe it.
So you wanted to go slower?
Better setup. I feel like things are kind of happening a little bit faster than they could. Like, I feel like the way stuff gets presented, like the whole like humans working with blights and stuff, like that was just thrown in our face, like just out of nowhere, and then they just gave us the backfield, like, oh yeah, there are some humans that work out with the blight. Like, it was just kind of thrown in there. We didn't know that until the moment happened. Like, I kind of wish they kind of.
So you didn't want any shock value from that?
That wasn't. I don't. There was already so much other stuff going on. Like, I feel like I didn't get a shock value out of it. Like, I had more questions than I did like wow factor out of that. Like, we know the blight's going through, fucking up all living things and turning them and warping them into demon blight. Like, why would a human want to work or coexist with the blight if it's not doing anything beneficial that we've seen so far with any life that's already going on the planet? So it's just kind of those things, like, maybe if we saw a human get affected by the blight and then he was walking around still like some of his consciousness, and I don't know, I guess the blight seems to work on kind of like a hive mind kind of thing. Like, he started splatting out some shit that had him be like, oh, whoa, this is going on. And there's more introduction for us because the main character would have known, type of thing. But I don't know. Some of the things seem kind of more forced to me. Like, the pacing is not completely there to me. Outside of that, I like that we got to get introduced to another hero, and we still got like 2 more. Every time they introduce us to one hero, like physically, they talk about a couple more heroes that we're gonna see later on down the line. So I do kind of like that. Can't wait to see what the rest of these heroes are gonna be like and do. I don't remember if that was episode 8 where they finally got into that fight where Shiloh started going back throwing knives and stuff. That might have been episode 7. But that fight scene was alright. I was like, yeah, he threw knives and not all of them went boom exactly when they got thrown, but like, he's still throwing knives. Boom. Like, it's not really changing what we've already seen. Besides that one that he stuck off to the side that he had saved for later, which was confusing because when I think her name was Shiji, when Shiji was attacking and she took out old sniper dude, I think Shiloh already threw a knife and it was sticking into a pole on the side. And when Shiloh was going in to either keep Shiji from attacking either Kivia or sniper dude, there was an explosion. But he ain't throw shit. And it wasn't the one on the wall, because later on, he used that one to blow up later to like distract them, and then the dragon came and then blew fire. It's like, where the fuck this other explosion came from? It was just a weird moment. But outside of that, it's dope seeing the Dragon Dude. And then everybody, all these heroes be weird because I think that same episode, I think they're all sitting down at the table eating, and dude's all disappointed. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh yeah, Nellie's mad at me. She saw me talking to another dragon."
Oh, that's the beginning of episode 8.
Or was it? Yeah,
that's episode 8. That's the beginning of episode 8.
Yeah, that was a funny moment. I tried to tell her it wasn't serious. It wasn't like that. But that was a good little moment. I did like that. That was one moment I'll give.
It has its funny moments for sure. Like there's some good humor.
Yeah. And then I'll end it right here. I did like that one little good moment. That was a dope moment they gave Shiloh when they got jumped or ambushed in that room with his fiance and everybody. And he had that one guy kneeling in front. Well, it wasn't kneeling in front, but he was on the ground. And he took one of those daggers and I guess put his little mana or whatever they called it into it and just tossed it at him so it blow up in his face. That was a dope moment. But yeah, I'll leave it there. What you got, Jason?
I think you guys pretty much covered both the episodes.
You definitely did.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to add for these, man. I like how Fry mentioned the fact that he's doing a little bit more than just fucking throwing exploding daggers, and they're getting a little bit more creative with it. But yeah, man. I mean, it was a lot of hype going around this anime when it first came out, man. I don't know if the hype train is still there for it, but it's kind of mellowed out a little bit, and I'm still intrigued about the story and where it's gonna take us. More or less than I'm putting the fighting and those attributes to the side when it comes to this show. I really do think the story is worth watching.
The story definitely kind of intriguing. That's what I've enjoyed the most. The fighting is definitely lackluster so far. We've had a couple cool little moments for sure. Like I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably its weakest point. I also liked. I don't know if either of you mentioned this, but I think it was episode 8. We get to see the thief's guy, like how he became a hero.
Yeah. Dota. Yeah.
I liked that. That was really cool. And I like how they've been doing this. They've been kind of throwing in these flashbacks, I guess, for lack of a better word, where you get to see, the thing that caused them to become a hero. Because we know, obviously, how the main character became a hero. He explains it. But everybody else's, it's either explained by our main character or it's usually he does explain it, but then we've gotten a couple flashbacks. I hope we get some more. Like I'd like to see like his majesty. I'd like to see his little flashbacks. I'd also like to see
he
like
lost his mind. I want to see his.
The dude who lost his mind. The dragon guy. I'd like to see his little moment since he apparently did like a rebellion. That's what caused him to get turned into a hero and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's just a bunch of good little moments that would be interesting to see as the series goes on. But overall, the story is what keeps me like intrigued, I guess. Like we still haven't learned a whole lot. We know, like at this point, we know for a fact that leadership is corrupt as fuck in this world.
Yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like it's not every now and then. It seems to be pretty much constantly there's some type of corruption going on. So I'd really like to see that get dived into a little bit more. But I guess we'll see. So
they better.
That's
I'm curious how they gonna go to war with this whole town.
Fair. This is our first like major city that we've seen in the series so far.
Yeah, major city. Yeah, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah, because the rest of them been like little towns and outskirts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that was like over the waters and shit. That threw
Yeah,
me
this
off. I
one.
almost thought I skipped the episode. when they
Yeah,
did
this
that.
one's definitely like a bustling city. Like you can tell, there's quite a lot of people here. So I'm guessing this is probably like one of the major cities of this world.
Good shit. What y'all want to rate these episodes, man?
Mhm.
That's a
I
tough
think I'd
question.
give episode 7. I think I'd give it like an 8. I really liked episode 7, especially the couple like humorous parts. It really had me cracking up. And then episode 8 probably like a 7.5 for me, maybe a 7.
That doesn't sound too bad. What about you, Dap? What about you, Dap?
No, I'm trying to recap in my head. I don't want to.
I know, man. I'll just mess with you. I know you were. I saw your thinking cap on. Y'all remember that in school, man? Teachers used to be like, put your thinking cap on.
Yeah.
Just hopped on. What's the current subject? Oh, we talk. Oh, you can see it on our ticket at the bottom, man. We're talking about Sentenced to Be a Hero. We're going over episodes 7 and 8. What's happening, Wawa? And currently, Dap is going through some intense thoughts about what he decides to give the rating for these two previous episodes.
About to kind of just juggle it. Like it's a 6 and a 7, but I don't know which ones I need to place them at. So I think I'm gonna give
6, 7.
No. God damn, I didn't even think about it like that. No. Fuck that. That's not what I was going to at all.
You too old to be using that, Jay.
Hey man, I got kids, man. I go.
I do too. And as soon as they do that shit, I'm like, stop that shit. Stop.
I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what it means, man. I just know South Park did an episode on it.
No one even here.
Hilarious.
So when they start counting and they get all the way up there. But I'm gonna give 7 a 6.5, and I'll give 8 a 7.
6, 7. Let's go. Well, I watched that. I only watched Dub due to reading issues. I can't read for anything. Dang, man. Yeah.
Sentenced to Be a Hero is dubbed.
For sure. I like the art style. I do think things are kind of a little bit too much slow pace. At the moment, it seems a lot more filler conversations and such. I don't know. I don't think it's good.
I mean,
I would say filler, man. Doing some world building, you know what I'm saying? More character development, which is needed, man. Like, I'm a proponent for, action. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get the fights going. But at the same time, man, I do like good character development. I do like world building to a certain extent. But yeah, I get it, man. Appreciate your comments, Wawa. But with that being said, man, y'all ready to get into JJK?
Is that our next one?
Yes, sir.
And I will say this too, if I'm not mistaken, this is the lowest rating IBM episode. I think it had like a 1 or a 2. This episode.
For
JJ?
What?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Oh. They rated it a 1?
Wow.
Or 2. I mean, I can kind of see why, but like, I wouldn't go that low. Like that is insane.
I wouldn't even go close to that low.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was confused as shit when that shit started. Like I was like, where are we going? What's going on?